Good evening and welcome to Tri-West High School, where tonight the Tri-West Bruins will battle the Southmont Mounties in the Sagamore Athletic Conference matchup. The Bruins sitting at atop of the conference with a record of 3-0. The Bruins are coming off a stretch where they played 5 games over 8 days, went 5-0 in that stretch, also defeating their rival Danville last Friday. They started that off January 19th and 20th, where they hosted West Speedway on January 19th, defeating them. Then played Westfield the next night, January 20th, and defeated them. On Monday, January 22nd, they traveled to Lebanon and defeated the Tigers in a conference matchup that was rescheduled from earlier in the year. And then last Friday, they defeated Danville in a great up-and-down matchup at Danville High School. They returned home the next night to battle Greencastle, who they defeated 62-46, which makes them 5-0 over 8 days and gives them a record of 13-2 on the season and a ranking of number 2 in Class 3A. Southmont comes in with a record of 11-6 on the season. They've lost 1 in conference. They lost to Danville. They did defeat, I believe, Lebanon, but lost to Danville. So tonight should be a good matchup. It gives Bruins a chance to pull a little bit ahead in the conference race of Southmont and extend their lead over Danville and the rest of the conference. A good matchup. Tyler Watson, of course, Tri-West's leading scorer on the season, has upped his scoring average from 23.1 to 24.6 over the past 5 games, putting on a great scoring show against Danville, scoring 21 points in the first half, ending with 31 for the game, and then he followed that up the next night with 27 points against Greencastle in what was a good first half where Greencastle played very well. In the second half, Tri-West was able to assert their dominance, force the pace, and get Greencastle into a running up and down game, which is something that they did not want to do, as Greencastle seemed to be more of a slow it up type team and very deliberate, as most of their possessions, they were 45, 46 seconds, getting a good shot, played that very well, and then in the second half, Tri-West just took over and extended the lead up to about 30, I believe, at one point before Greencastle was able to make a little run late in the game. Southmont is led by a host of seniors and juniors, mainly seniors, as they have 4 in their starting lineup. They're not a very deep team, but all 5 of their starters are averaging double figures or near it, the lowest being Cole Wimmer at 9 points a game. So it should be a good matchup to see where the Bruins are after they've come off a nice little stretch. And just to kind of end the year, as they only have a couple more home games left. After this, they host Crawfordsville next Friday, and then for senior night, they host North Montgomery in 2 weeks. At this time, we are going to have the national anthem, which is being performed by the Tri-West Bruins Marching Band. Once again, that was the national anthem done by the Tri-West Marching Blue Alliance under the direction of Paige Hewitt. And now the starting lineups for tonight. Southmont Mounties, 11-6 on the season. Head coach John Sparks. Starting at forward at them, number 5, Patrick Scheidler, a 6-foot senior averaging 9.2 points and 3.4 rebounds a game. Beside him on the front line, number 10, Cole Wimmer, 6-foot senior averaging 8.9 points and 5.5 rebounds a game. And the other forward is number 14, Ty Williams, a 6'1 senior averaging 10.2 points a game. Their guards, which are actually taller than their forwards, which is an interesting juxtaposition. Number 12, Justin Howard, a 6'2 junior averaging 13.9 points a game. And the point guard is number 13, Cam Chad, a 6'2 senior averaging 15.4 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.4 assists a game. For the Tri-West Bruins, they're using the same starting lineup which they've seen most of the season. At forward, number 4, Jared Kiefer, a 6'3 senior averaging 10.7 points and 4 rebounds a game. Braden Van Slyke and Sam Fulton, the other two forwards. Braden, a 6-foot junior averaging 5.1 points a game. Sam, a 6'3 junior averaging 6.4 points a game. And the guards, where they get it done, number 11, Logan Blake, a 6'1 senior averaging 14.1 points, 8.8 rebounds, and 6.0 assists. And their star guard, Tyler Watson, the all-time leading scorer, Tri-West, a 6-foot senior averaging 24.6 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. So here we go with the tip. Logan Blake tipping it off, and the Bruins get the tip as he defeats Justin Howard for the tip. Logan Blake up at the top, being guarded by Williams. Blake dribbles with his left hand. There's a screen by Fulton. Blake for 3, no good, and Braden Van Slyke there with the rebound. Van Slyke gets it to Jared Kiefer. Up and no good, and we've got a foul early. So the Bruins with 2 shots early, good shots, but they can't get them to fall, and the foul on that one will be on Ty Williams, and that will be his first. Here's Logan Blake on the inbounds, and he gets the 2 points. So early basket for the Bruins, and here comes Southmont as Tri-West is going to pressure them and try and apply the pressure, and Coach Bontrager says it's going to be important for them to guard the perimeter well and just play harder. That's what he said they've really been focused on the last few weeks is just playing harder, and so hopefully that can pay off. The shot on that end is Cam Chad. He misses. Logan Blake with the rebound. He dribbles it up on the left side, hands off to Kiefer. Kiefer looks for Fulton, who goes inside, up, and scores. Sam Fulton scores that one against Cam Chad, and the Bruins with an early 4-0 lead. Here's the Bruins with the pressure, and Howard with it, guarded by Sam Fulton. Howard hands it to Chad. Chad drives, kicks it across court to Williams for 3, no good. And the rebound is taken down. A lot of contact, no call. The rebound is taken down by Chad, and he throws it out of bounds, and it was tipped by a Bruins player. So Southmont will have the ball out of bounds. Cole Wimmer to inbound. Wimmer looking. He gets it into Williams. Williams spins baseline on Braden Van Slyke. Nice pass in the middle to Patrick Scheidler, who gets it for 2. Nice play there by Scheidler, and there was a timeout. Timeout by Southmont. So an early timeout for the Mounties, and it is a 30-second timeout. 4-2 early as the Bruins with the early lead. 6:39 remaining in the first half. Just underway here at Tri-West between the Tri-West Bruins 13-2 and the Southmont Mounties 11-6. A Thursday night matchup as the girls basketball sectional takes place this week and this weekend, and the Lady Bruins tomorrow will play against Beech Grove. So it should be a good matchup for the Tri-West Lady Bruins as they look to win a sectional championship and a great season this year, runners-up to Danville in the Sagamore Athletic Conference. Back to the game here, Logan Blake to bring it up. Blake comes across midcourt, signals the play. Gives it to Sam Fulton. Fulton looking for Kiefer off of the screen. He gives it over to Blake. Blake up top to Tyler Watson. Watson drives by Wimmer. Goes up with the left hand off, and Wimmer with the rebound. Here comes Southmont and Chad. Cam Chad kicks it in the corner to Scheidler, up top to Howard. Howard pump fakes, drives back to Chad. Pump fakes, gets Watson in the air, takes a dribble inside the three-point line, misses, and here comes Braden Van Slyke. Van Slyke brings it up, hands it off to Logan Blake. Logan Blake at the top of the key. Here comes Fulton with the screen. He rolls, tries to get it to him, goes off his hands to Jared Kiefer, who gets it for 2. Jared Kiefer on the deflection, and the Bruins lead 6-2. Here comes Chad, and here comes Watson to apply the pressure. The Bruins applying their pressure, which has worked so well for them this year. Howard with it, hands it off to Patrick Scheidler, who goes up for 2 more. Patrick Scheidler his 4th point of the ball game, and the Bruins lead 6-4. Logan Blake with the crossover passes it down to Sam Fulton, who was wide open underneath the bucket. Nice pass, nice play as Logan Blake broke down the defense, and when the help came over, he kicked it right to Sam Fulton, who was wide open as his man to come over to help. On the other end, a little miscommunication as Cole Wimmer and Justin Howard battle for the ball, and it's out of bounds off of Wimmer, and the Bruins will bring it up. Logan Blake to Watson. Tyler Watson is yet to score tonight, as 3 Bruins have already gotten in on the scoring action. They're looking to get Watson involved here, as I'm sure he will. Here's Braden Van Slyke. Van Slyke up top to Logan Blake. Blake to Watson. Watson with one dribble shot, and it's short, being guarded by Howard. Here comes Southmont. And over in the corner, Scheidler for 3. He's right at the corner, and he's got all their points. He's got 7 early points for Patrick Scheidler. He's got averages 9 a game, so he's already almost to his average, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Braden Van Slyke brings it back down for the Bruins. He goes up, and his shot's long. Sam Fulton tips it. Scheidler fumbles it and comes down to Cam Chad. Chad with a nice bounce pass up ahead to Cole Wimmer. It was behind him a little bit, so he was unable to come up with it, and it goes out of bounds. Checking in for Southmont is going to be number 22, and that is Cody Easter. So Cody Easter will be coming into the game for Southmont. Here comes Logan Blake, dribbling it across midcourt. He gives it to Kiefer. Kiefer to Watson. Watson trying to go down low to Sam Fulton. Fulton goes up over the Easter, who just checked in, and he misses short, taken down by Howard. Here comes Cam Chad, pushing it up court. Cam Chad crosses over in the corner to Wimmer, back to Easter, up top to Cam Chad. Pump fakes, drives on Kiefer, can't get anywhere, and gives it back to Wimmer, who gives it to Chad. Chad behind the back, hounded by Kiefer up near the mid-court line. Good defense for Kiefer on the shorter guy. In the corner, here's Cody Easter, just checked in, and he misses short, and Watson with the rebound. Watson bringing it up, finds Logan Blake on the side. Nice pass from a cutting Sam Fulton, and he draws the foul and the bucket. The foul on that play is going to be on Patrick Scheidler. That's going to be his first, and Sam Fulton will have 1 free throw to shoot. And a chance to get a 4-point lead for the Bruins with 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. Fulton's free throw is good. He has 7 early points, already eclipsing his average of 6.4 points. Lucas Gooden has also checked in for the Bruins. He has replaced Braden Van Slyke. On the other end, Cam Chad finds Cole Wimmer for 2 underneath the basket, brings the Mounties back to within 2. Tyler Watson with it up top, and he's not paying attention, but luckily Logan Blake was there. Blake calling for a screen up top. He dribbles by it, and here comes Fulton on the other side to reestablish his position, gets the screen, gets it up top to Tyler Watson. Watson driving. Nice defense by Southmont in the corner to Gooden for 3. He misses, and Cam Chad with the rebound. Here comes Cam Chad, and he kind of lost control of it as he thought, I think, Easter was going to keep cutting, and Easter stopped at the 3-point line as Chad was getting ready to throw a bounce pass. A little miscommunication there between teammates, and Logan Blake brings the ball up. Blake over to Gooden. Gooden pass is tipped away by Chad, but Tyler Watson gets it back to Logan Blake underneath to Sam Fulton, who lays it up and in. Sam Fulton, 9 early points, and the Bruins have a 13-9 lead. Here comes Cam Chad, bringing it up, being guarded by Logan Blake. Chad crosses over, goes down the lane, and he draws a foul. They're going to get Logan Blake with the foul on that one. That's going to be his first and the team's first as well. So Cam Chad doing a little bit of everything here early in the game as the Bruins lead 13-9. Checking back in for Southmont is going to be number 14, Ty Williams. He replaces Justin Howard. Southmont brings it in, and up top here's Chad with it. Chad drives the lane. Little hesitation moves, goes by Fulton, and he lays it up for 2. So Cam Chad with 2 as their leading scorer finally gets on the board. And speaking of on the board, we've got Mr. Tyler Bruce joining us. How we doing, Coach?
Doing pretty good.
Good to see you here. There's Logan Blake. He misses short. Keeper goes, tips the rebound. Cam Chad picks it up. Did Chad play football?
He did not.
He did not.
He stopped playing after his freshman year.
He's a good basketball player as he gets the assist there to Justin Howard. Nice three-quarters of the length pass, court pass. Tyler Watson shoots it. He misses. Gooden and Howard battling for the rebound, and they are going to get Gooden with a foul. The Southmont fans wanted an over-the-back one on that one. They didn't get it, but they did eventually get Lucas Gooden with the foul. So that's his first, the team's second. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, tied at 13. Chad bringing it up. Scheidler with it. Scheidler passes to Howard, and Howard's looking up to Williams. Williams over to Scheidler, back to Chad for three, and he got it. Damn, Chad hits a three, and Southmont has taken a 16-13 lead. Now, you did work at Southmont, didn't you? Is that right? Or
North Montgomery.
You were North Montgomery, okay. I knew it was one of the Monts.
We played against South Montgomery a lot.
Did you know anything special about Southmont? Or are you just going to have to get in the flow of the game?
Got to get in the flow of the game.
All right.
We never lost to them there at North Montgomery while I was there. Just like I don't know if these guys have lost to South Montgomery since Cam Chad's been there as well.
So Chad misses on one end. Here comes Tyler Watson, and he finally hits a three. Tyler Watson gets a three, and he's on the board. And Tri-West has tied it 16. 48 seconds remaining in the fast first quarter.
Watson and Chad have played together a lot in AAU ball, though.
Have they?
Yeah.
What team did they play for?
Oh, I don't remember. It's with those two and Burton and a couple other local guys. Ooh, I don't like that call.
They do call a charge here underneath the basket. It looked like Kiefer tried to avoid the contact, and he just kind of nicked him as he walked by, but they still called the foul, so that's going to be on Jared Kiefer. That's his first, and that negates a basket. Checking in substitutions for both teams. Checking in for Southmont, Cole Wemmer, and checking in for Tri-West's Braden Van Slyke. 16-16, 31.8 seconds remaining in a well-played, quickly moving first quarter, the kind we like. Right, Coach? We like these fast quarters.
Yeah, like a fast start, but definitely don't like the defensive intensity to start this quarter.
Something Coach Bontrager will definitely touch on in between quarters. Chad brings it up. Looks like they want to take the last shot. Logan Blake is on Cam Chad now, as they did have Kiefer on him for a bit. Gives it to Howard and back to Chad. Chad with it up top. Howard's trying to set a screen. He goes by it, kicks it in the corner to Cody Easter for three. He kind of puts it up there with his shot. He's missed two of them already. Tyler Watson throws it down to the other end, but it's not quite close. And that ends the first quarter of play. The score tied at 16. I saw you shaking your head over there when Logan Blake was guarding, when you said Logan Blake was guarding Cam Chad. Is this something you saw?
No, it was, I guess, a little frustration as a fan. I would have started Logan Blake out on Chad. I mean, they've played against each other quite a bit. I would think that he's somebody that kind of has his number over these years. Or, you know, I think based upon this year, Braden Van Slyke's been a heck of a defender for us. I don't know how he didn't get to draw that assignment early.
Yeah. They had Kiefer on him, and that was at one point, so they may have switched it and thrown a couple different.
Well, I mean, like you said, he's only scored 2 points this quarter, so there's nothing wrong with the defense that Jared Kiefer's been putting up there.
He's got five.
He hit the three late.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the defense Jared's done by any means. You know, just the flow of the game and the way we came out during the year. Just a surprising comment that he didn't start out with the other two.
Yeah. So. Be interesting to see if they keep Logan Blake on Cam Chad in the second quarter and throughout the game. And also something we'd like to see here in the second quarter, to see Tyler Watson kind of get into the groove of things. He's only got 3 points. When you say he's only got 3 points, this is a guy who averages 25 basically points a game. It's Tri-West's all-time leading scorer. Just a few points ahead of Tyler Bruce, but ahead of him nonetheless.
Quite a few points ahead of me.
I was looking in the Tri-West record book during the JV game. You're in there quite a bit. You were a scorer. You were a shooter.
Yeah, we were a very good team when I was here. We had a lot of really good players.
That was Steve Ricks. Was he there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve Ricks, DeMarco Moses.
Yeah.
Brandon Robertson, Tylen Thompson. We were together for a long time and had a lot of really good teams.
Yeah. Some, sectional champions? Was that what it was?
Never.
Oh, wow.
We blew it a couple times. We were county champions for a year.
That's right. Logan Blake with it at the top of the key, back to this game. He hands off to Van Slyke, back to Blake. Blake drives, kicks it in the corner to Bryce Miller, who just checks in. Miller to Van Slyke, trying to look down low to Sam Fulton, but it's back up top here to Blake. Blake in the middle to Fulton. Fulton with a little 5-foot jump shot. He misses long. Rebound to Wemmer, and here comes Cam Chad.
You'd like to see him lay that up rather than shoot that there. He's so close to the rim, long arms, maybe just a little roll off the fingers.
Take a dribble even.
Yeah. Good, strong body. Make a strong move. Don't make that a jump shot so close. That's an awkward shot.
And that's a hard shot to hit, too. Here's Southmont on the other end. Howard with it. He gives it to Ty Williams, who hands off to Wemmer. Wemmer drives, goes up left-handed, and gets it. Cole Wemmer, he's got 4 points in the night, and Southmont takes the lead 18-16. Logan Blake brings it up. Screen for Fulton at the top of the key, who rolls. He kicks it down. He loses control of the ball, and here comes Justin Howard. Justin Howard, they do not have numbers, but they kept pushing it, and it's going to be bounced off of Cole Wemmer's shoe. So I think you'd like to see maybe Howard realize the situation there and pull it back, but he kept going. So
good hustle back by the Bruins, though.
Nice defense for Tri-West. Logan Blake bringing it up. Passes to Watson. Watson goes right to the baseline, throws up a shot, and gets it. Watson was going to the bucket on that play. Tyler was shooting right there.
You can tell by what their coach is saying that they really have an emphasis to watch 13, see where he's going, make sure we're putting 2 on him on a drive.
Well, lots of teams have had an emphasis this year just to get an eye on 13, but it hasn't really worked out. And on the other end, Southmont's number 13, Cam Chad, puts it up for 2 and absorbs the contact from Logan Blake with a chance for a 3-point play.
Can't leave your feet. He's got a lot of shot fakes in his arsenal.
He's a good player.
Yeah,
he is. He's a good player. Giving Logan. He's got drawing Logan right now, and he had a nice pump fake there, got him up in the air, drew the contact, and got the shot to fall. So 21-18 Southmont, 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Tyler Watson with it. Braden Van Slyke, Logan Blake. Blake is driving with the fadeaway, and he gets it to fall. Logan Blake, his second bucket of the game, brings Tri-West within 1. And here he comes with the pressure, but he goes for the foul, and that's going to be his second. When you gamble like that, you got to make sure you're going to get it, or else you're going to pick up a foul.
I thought he got a good piece of the ball there. It's surprising that got that foul so quickly.
Substitutions for both teams. Check again for the Bruins. Number 4, Jared Kiefer replacing Logan Blake. And for Southmont, 22, Cody Easter. And 5, Patrick Scheidler. Cole Wemmer inbounds to Chad. Back. Looks like they're going with the zone now, the Bruins are.
This might give them a little bit of problems with their size. And a quick 2, though.
From Easter to Howard, and Howard gets the layup on the lob, and they have a 3-point lead. Jared Kiefer with it to Tyler Watson. Watson drives, he gets cut off, kicks in the corner to Bryce Miller, no good. Jared Kiefer there for the board, and he goes up for 2. Nice board and rebound by Jared Kiefer, and here comes Southmont pushing it up court. Wemmer in the corner to Cam Chad. Chad drives the lane, jump stop, and we've got a jump ball. I didn't see that one, but
I couldn't see it from here.
Tri-West has possession. Possession now belongs to the Bruins. Logan Blake checking back in for Sam Fulton. So
somehow they only gave Logan 1.
Oh, really?
Really? Huh. That's what they got written on the board. I was with you. I was for sure he had 2. After the foul down the other end and then the right there.
Yeah. All right, well, once again I messed up. That's a shocker. Bryce Miller misses the 3, but there is Logan Blake. He goes up with it, and that's going to be his second.
That'll be 1.
Logan Blake misses, goes back for it. You got to be patient in a situation like that. And he gets his second foul there. So I don't know who they got that last one to, because that's 6 fouls on the team, and I've only got 4 written down. So I just guess I'll have to keep an eye on it and go from there. So here's Scheidler. Pump fake one side. Passes to Wemmer in the corner.
Good.
Double teamed, and it's picked off by Logan Blake. Here comes the Bruins. Blake with it to Jared Kiefer. Kicks it back to Tyler Watson, who shoots it, but he draws the foul. Do you want Kiefer to go up with that?
Yeah, I thought they were playing Logan's left side there. I would have passed it down to the right to Tyler cutting. You kind of want to get him going, right? He has only got, 3 at the moment?
Yep.
Or 5.
5. He shoots free throw.
So getting him going, I think, is the key right now to our offense. It'll just get them flowing a little bit faster, else they'll be able to move the ball a little bit better.
That foul was on Cole Wimmer. That's his first. And checking in for the Bruins is Luke Robertson, who's gotten some significant minutes in the past few games. Tyler Watson hits them both, and Tri-West has a 24-23 lead. The Bruins still in their 1-3-1 pressure, and Scheidler gets it across to Chad, back to Scheidler. Trying to move that defense around, but they're
just trying to make a hard pass. He's not really trapping very hard, which you'd kind of wish he would a little bit more.
They got it in the corner to Howard for three. He misses Wimmer with the board. He goes up, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul on Luke Robertson on that one, and that is for sure his first. Cole Wimmer will be shooting two. Wimmer's first is good. So that brings it to a tie game, 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Wimmer's second is up and good. Cole Wimmer with 6 points in the first half, and Southmont has a 1-point lead, 25-24. Tyler Watson bringing it up, handling the point guard duties with Logan Blake saddled with 2 fouls. Braden Van Slyke back to Watson, who took a lot of steps on that one. They didn't call it.
Kick.
And they kick it out to Bryce Miller for 3, who's 0 for 3 now on 3-pointers. So he had it last game. He needs to get himself out of that slump. And how's he going to get himself out of this slump?
Keep shooting.
That's it. Cam Chad on the other end is going to keep shooting. He misses. Wimmer with the rebound. He throws it over to Patrick Scheidler, who gets it. Scheidler's had a nice first half. He's got 9 points, or he's got 9 points already in his 9.2 average. So he's right at his average in the first half. Couple substitutions coming in for both teams. Luke Robertson misses the 3, and Wimmer with the rebound. Here comes Howard bringing it across midcourt. He's looking to drive. He's cut off by Kiefer, hands it off, and we've got Cam Chad with the ball at the top of the key. Chad double teamed. He finds Easter, who drives, can't go anywhere past Luke Robertson, kicks it to a cutting Cam Chad, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Braden Van Slyke. It will remain Southmont ball. Lucas Gooden and Ty Williams checking in, both number 14s for the respective teams, replacing Cody Easter and Luke Robertson. So Southmont with their starting 5 back out there. Find the cutting Patrick Scheidler, and he gets a bucket and a foul. They caught him sleeping.
Yeah, bad communication. We're moving a little sluggish right now on the defensive end. We'll see if we can get out of this quickly.
The foul on that one was on, I don't know who the foul was on.
Braden Van Slyke is what I thought it was on.
All right. They gave it to Luke Robertson, but he's not in the game anymore.
Well, that's awfully nice of them.
I don't know what it was. So Scheidler hits the free throw, and he has 12 points already. Watson at the other end can't seem to get it going. Jared Kiefer, the rebound.
Good rebound.
He goes up for
there
it,
you go.
And he draws the foul on Ty Williams.
That was a great play by Jared Kiefer.
Jared Kiefer with his second offensive rebound and putback in the last few possessions. Checking in for both teams. Cody Easter checking right back in. Did not get much of a break on that one. And Sam Fulton checking in as well. So that foul was on Ty Williams, and that's his second, which is the reason for Easter checking back in. Kiefer with the free throw, and it's no good. And here comes Cam Chad. Chad being matched up now by Tyler Watson as the Bruins are back in man-to-man. Watson putting some pressure on him. Oh, Easter, all right. He just passed it to Howard, and Howard with the runner.
Poor right now on the defensive side.
And Southmont has a 6-point lead on the Bruins. So Tri-West looking to get something going here. And Bryce Miller drives. He pops from the free throw line. And
there you go. Maybe that'll get him going.
Bryce Miller hits his first bucket and brings the Bruins to within 4. We got a timeout, Tri-West. That's a 30-second timeout. Coach Bontrager is pretty irritated on the side here.
Well, he tried to call a timeout the whole way down the floor, and the referee wouldn't give it to him.
So that's their first 30-second timeout. Southmont has also taken one. They took one really early. 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first half. Southmont
He's going to tee him up here.
28.
No, maybe not.
I think they gave him a warning.
Warning.
I guess.
They get those nowadays?
I don't know.
Usually the past couple of years, we don't even get warnings. We just walk into the gym and get technical fouls.
I don't know. I don't get technical fouls.
That's good. I'm glad we don't give them out up here because I would have given at least 3 by now to you.
Whatever. You got here late.
I know.
So
I
got
should
a
have
technical foul.
I got one. I wasn't even in the books yet. All right. Come on.
All right. Here comes
God.
Southmont. They pass it to Wimmer. Wimmer passes back to Chad. Chad being guarded by Tyler Watson. Chad to Scheidler, looking for something. Here's Howard. Howard back to Scheidler in the corner to Easter. Easter down to Chad.
Good
Chad
hands.
backing
No.
down. Tyler Watson. And they're
gonna
going to call Watson with a foul.
Going to say his hand was on his back.
Call Watson for the hand check foul down in the post. That's his first and the team's 8th or 9th.
See if we can't get a miss here. It's 1 and 1.
Chad is going to go to the line, shoot 1 and 1. That's the 9th team foul. I'm going to have to adjust my stats at halftime. I'm missing a few of those. And Chad gets it to drop in, so he will have a second. Logan Blake checking back into the game for Lucas Gooden, trying to get something going. He's going to have to be careful, though. He's already got 2
So does Tyler Watson.
fouls.
They both need to be careful these last 2 minutes.
Does Watson have 2? Oh, there's where I'm missing one of them. So Watson and Blake with 2 fouls with 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Chad gets the second one to roll in as well, and he has 10 points. 34-28 Southmont, 1 minute 56 seconds remaining. Here's Tyler Watson. Watson passes up top to Kiefer. Kiefer with the runner, and he gets it and plays through a little contact. Kiefer with 8 points. So Tri-West within 4. Here comes Chad. Chad drives by Watson, kicks it to Wimmer. Wimmer with the left hand up to the top of the key to Scheidler. Scheidler looking for Chad. Pump fakes. Watson doesn't fall for it. Pump fakes again. Watson still doesn't fall for it, but he drives. Baseline goes up against Sam Fulton. No call. And Logan Blake with the rebound. Blake drives. He goes up and he gets his shot thrown out of bounds by Justin Howard. Nice play there by Justin Howard. He went up with Logan Blake and got his hand on the ball, and nice block. Didn't get any body contact either. Watson brings it in, goes right back to Logan Blake, to Kiefer for a 15-foot jump shot, and he got it. Jared Kiefer he's got 10 points, and he's kind of keeping the Bruins in it right now.
Yeah, doing a great job being aggressive, looking for a shot. He's staying inside that box range, and he's doing a great job.
34-32 Southmont, a minute left in the first half. Justin Howard with it. He tries to cross over Logan Blake. He flips it to Chad. Chad gives it to Howard on the roll, and he's looking to do something against Logan Blake. Here comes a screen, and Southmont calls a timeout.
Good timeout by them.
Yeah, they didn't have a whole lot going on. Those two just kind of were playing a little pickup ball. No one was really moving on the other side. They had Tyler Watson and Logan Blake on him. Not a whole lot was going to happen with that, so he called timeout to try and get something going for last 46 seconds. Braden Van Slyke and Lucas Gooden will come in, I'm assuming, for Watson and Blake.
Yeah, on that defensive end, maybe not be able to pick up that foul. Maybe we get it back, use one of our timeouts, get him back in for that offense possession.
So Tri-West trailing here 34-32 in the first half. They played flat. They've been flat. There hasn't been a whole lot of offense.
Is it flat or is it emotion? I mean, we're just not playing very emotional on a Thursday night, coming off of a big win on Friday. A lot of teams talk about, that down game, coming off of a big emotional win. We kind of came out that way against Greencastle, right? Maybe it's just a carryover a little bit, carryover effect, thinking, I think these guys lost to or barely beat Greencastle.
Yeah, they beat them by, I think, 5 or 6.
Yeah, so maybe the thought of –
Or no, Greencastle did beat them.
Greencastle beat them, so maybe the thought of, we're not playing a very strong team sinks into our guys' minds. I mean, they're still –
And you got to remember, we're second in the state.
Yeah.
So Southmont's going to want to play.
Southmont wants to play.
And every game, we're going to get the other team's best shot. When you're second in the state, you won 4 straight sectional championships.
Yep.
And you've beaten a lot of teams the past few years, and the seniors want some revenge. So Chad is one of those seniors, and he's guarded by Kiefer. He gives it up top to Howard. Howard guarded by Van Slyke. Watson and Blake are on the bench like we talked about with those 2 fouls. 15 seconds remaining, so Southmont will get the last shot. I'm assuming the ball is not going to leave his hands right here.
I would think
Cam
not.
Chad
I
with
would go
7
double
seconds.
right now.
And here comes Van Slyke with it. Oh, he does pass it to Howard for a 3 at the buzzer, and that's no good. Nice play there, though. Cam Chad drew the double team. He had Justin Howard rolling, and it was a nice unselfish play. So 34-32, Southmont leads Tri-West at the half, and we'll be back here in a few minutes with a couple updates and with our halftime interview with Coach Hoover, brought to you tonight by Nike.
Nice.
Did you guys see the new gym? Say this in the broadcast. I went to Montrager and I said something about the team, and I was like, yeah, I did my research on start naming off some guys, and he goes, well, you've done more research than I have. I don't know one of those guys. And I was like, well, that probably now it makes sense.
When he plays things like this, he doesn't look at doing too much. They just go play. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just,
But in a time like this, then it's kind of like us.
well, it's a little. He has a little emotion. I think it's not fair. It's not emotional for the kids. You know, you got to find a way to get them ready to go. What were you saying, Justin?
I was just asking. I updated
Needed to get our batteries recharged to get ready for the second half. Going over some first half statistics for Southmont, first of all. Patrick Scheidler has 12 points already, and he only averages 9 points a game, so he's hit a 3, and then 4 regular 2-point field goals. Cole Wimmer has 6. Justin Howard has 6, and Cam Chad has 10. Cody Easter and Ty Williams played but did not score. For Tri-West, Jared Kiefer leading the way with 10 points and at least 2 offensive rebound buckets that we can think of. Bryce Miller has 2 points, Logan Blake has 4, Tyler Watson with 7 points, and Sam Fulton has 9. So an unusual cast of characters is kind of leading the way for the Bruins, as Luke Robertson, Lucas Gooden, and Braden Van Slyke have also played but have not scored. You know, Tri-West is down 34-32, and like we kind of talked about, they're just kind of a little flat, maybe a little emotionless, and you know, it's kind of a weird feeling. It's a Thursday night. The gym is, I mean, what's there? 300 people here? Maybe.
If that.
Maybe
I don't even know if we
300.
got that.
The Southmont crowd is kind of into it. You know, they traveled pretty well. They've got a good little, you know, section of students down here who are near the front and on the opposite side of the benches, and they've been kind of into the game, and it's just kind of a flat atmosphere. When you come off something, when you go 5-0 in 8 days, like I talked about, and you come off of that huge win last Friday at Danville in front of a great crowd, a loud building, and you're able to quiet them. And then you play Greencastle the next night, where they played pretty well. It was a little flat start, but in the second half they were able to impose their will. I mean, is it just a kind of a hangover from Friday, or what? You know, what is it? Is it a Thursday game? Is it a lot of things? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a combination of all of it, right? I mean, Thursday night, but we gotta be able to play on these kind of conditions, because come sectional week, you know, we're gonna get a draw where we might have to play a Wednesday, a Thursday, you know, a couple back-to-backs. So facing adversity is not a bad thing for this team. You know, being able to make some adjustments, come out at halftime, and be able to play strong in the second half is what we're looking for.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, you've got a team. You got a couple senior leaders who've been there. You've got a heavily laden junior and senior team. You would like to think that they will come out in the second half with a little bit of fire and kind of see where they're going. So
we'll see. We'll hear from Coach Hoover and see what his thoughts are on this halftime.
And right now we've got our halftime interview with Daniel Hoover, coach, brought to you by Nike. Nike for all your sports needs.
Thank you,
Go to
Nike.
Nike. All right, Coach.
What's going on tonight?
How was the locker room in there? I bet it was not
about what you would expect right now.
So we were talking, Coach Bruce and I were talking, and it just seems you guys seem kind of flat.
Very flat.
Seem
Yeah.
kind of emotionless, and
That's kind of what we saw too. I think you know, obviously it's a little different playing on a Thursday night instead of a Friday night, but it's a conference game. You got to come out and play, and we just did not.
Yeah. We talked about, you guys are ranked second in the state. You've won 4 straight sectional championships. Won the last 3 conference championships, I think, or won a share. So this team, this is a Southmont team. You've got a group of seniors. 4 of the 5 starters are seniors. They've never beaten these guys.
Never beaten them, but that's motivation for them. Obviously, when you're ranked as high as we have been, and
so you're going to get a
that kind
team's
of
best
success.
shot.
Yes, we have a target on our back, and sometimes I don't know if we're ready for that. Like tonight, you see a lot of our non-starters on varsity they don't know what that's like. So we got to have a little bit better leadership as well as to get us going.
Yeah. So Scheidler, he's having a good game. He's got 12 points. He averages 9 a game. And Cam Chad, he's a good player.
He's their focal point of their team. He's a Mr. Do-It-All for him. You saw his good passing skills here. He can light it up too a little bit. So we gotta find ways to get the ball out of his hands. The biggest thing for him is if nothing's easy, we make everything hard for him, and we'll be a little bit better.
So Watson on the offensive side has 7 points. Is the key obviously to get him going in the second half, and how are we going to do that?
We got to keep him. We got to get him going a little bit, and we got to attack a little bit more. We've settled a little bit, especially in that second quarter. First quarter we did pretty well, but second quarter we kind of settled a little bit too much. And a lot of that's just laziness right now.
I always kind of hesitate to be critical, because at the end of the day, these are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and I'm an adult, and so what am I doing here? But I think Coach Bontrager and probably the whole team would agree with this too. As Coach Bontrager has said, that what you guys have focused on the last few games is playing harder than the other team, harder than them, and I would venture a guess to say you probably do not think you did that in the first half.
I think a lot of Bruins fans and a lot of our coaches, including Coach Bontrager, would say the same thing. Every day at practice on the board is play harder than they do. And every day at a game, that's what's on our board, and to be successful in the second half, that's what we're going to have to do.
All right, good luck, Coach Hoover. Once again, that's Coach Daniel Doc Hoover with your halftime interview, sponsored by Nike.
Thank you.
Nike, just do it. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half with 1 minute left and halftime, and Tri-West trailing 34-32. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of effort the Bruins come out with in the second half. I'm sure that the locker room was not a very pleasant place to be, and hopefully this is the kind of time that you'll see what kind of leadership you have, what you've got from your seniors, Tyler Watson, Logan Blake, guys who have been there, and even and Jared Kiefer, who played in big games, and even kind of some of the ones who are just getting significant varsity time this year, like Lucas Gooden and Braden Van Slyke. So we'll just kind of see how that goes and figure out what they can do. The Bruins can do in the second half. If you're Southmont, you got to like where you're at. You got to like where you're at a lot as they start to make their way out on the court, and they've got their starting 5 out there, so they'll have Patrick Scheidler, Cole Wimmer, Justin Howard, Cam Chad, and Ty Williams. I'm assuming the Bruins will come out with the same starting 5 they have as they do as well. Southmont will take the ball out at midcourt, and it will be Ty Williams inbounding it. So let's see what kind of effort we can get in the second half from the Bruins. Let's see if they can make a little comeback as they trail at halftime, 34-32. Here comes Chad, bringing it up across midcourt, guarded again by Kiefer, and he picks it up about 5 feet behind the three-point line, almost gets a 5 count, but he passes to Howard. Howard goes by Blake, passes underneath to Wimmer in the corner to Scheidler for 3, and that's short. Rebound comes out to Watson. Watson to Logan Blake, and here comes the Bruins. They're pressing now, and he tries to lob it up to Jared Kiefer, and he throws it out of bounds. It was a weird position, just a weird situation as Logan Blake was driving. He wanted to lob it. Kiefer thought he was coming with a bounce pass, and kind of the way he threw it from his hip, it looked like it was going to be a bounce pass. I thought it was up here, but it was not. It was a lob, and it went out of bounds. Southmont takes over, and here comes Justin Howard driving. He gets it partially blocked. Coach Sparks wanted a foul, nothing called, and Tyler Watson's attacking the other end. Watson goes up with it, throws it off the glass for two. Tyler Watson, the other end. Southmont easily breaks the press. No one stops the ball, which is a problem we've seen with the Bruins. Wimmer looks to Ty Williams. Ty Williams, who hasn't scored yet, passes to Justin Howard for the in and out, and it's saved by Braden Van Slyke. Here comes Tyler Watson with it, and the Bruins are attacking. Watson going right to the bucket, goes up with his left hand and gets it in. Tyler Watson with 2 early buckets for the Bruins, and we're tied with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Here comes Southmont. They break it again, and Wimmer for 2 on the assist from Chad. That's 2 times in the last 3 possessions that Southmont has broken the press, and no one stopped the ball until they've gotten to about the volleyball line inside the 3-second lane. So Tri-West really needs to step up and stop the ball. Kiefer looking down low to Fulton, up top to Watson for 3, and he gets the roll. Tyler Watson has already equaled his first half total of 7 points. He has 14 for the game, and Tri-West takes a 1-point lead. Cam Chad drives, tries to draw the foul. There's nothing called on that one, and both coach and player wanted it, but the Bruins are not going to wait for him, and they attack Jared Kiefer with a right-handed layup, misses on that one, and Chad comes down with the rebound. Here comes Cam Chad bringing it up against Kiefer. Chad to Williams, guarded by Braden Van Slyke. Justin Howard comes and takes the handoff. He goes by Van Slyke in the corner to Chad for 3, and he got it. With Kiefer in his face, Cam Chad knocks down the 3, gives Southmont a 2-point lead. But on the other end, Sam Fulton with the push ahead, just like you said. And we've got a timeout. That's going to be a full timeout for Southmont. That's their first full timeout. They've used 2 30-second timeouts. And we have a tie ball game. Cody Easter checking in. What'd you see on that one, Coach?
On the push ahead?
Yeah.
Sam ran the floor really well. Logan was able to get eye contact with him and then just threw it up there. Nice, easy lay-in. I like the aggressiveness by Logan on the last one right before that. Good dump off to Kiefer. I would have really liked him to drive to the middle and kick it to that wing for Tyler. You know, he hit a 3 right the one before. He had hit 2 layups. You know, find the hot hand real quick. That's something I think that we take for granted is Tyler's ability to score. But the hardest thing right now with our team is getting him an easy look. You're right. I mean, no team's going to allow him just to come around, float around, and get easy shots. That was a chance to push it up, kick it out, catch him in rhythm. He's going hot. If we get him going, get him a couple quick buckets, you know, it gets the crowd going a little bit. Yeah. Maybe gets our blood pumping, our excitement up.
Yeah, Watson has come out in the second half. He has been aggressive. He's got 7 points. And just like you said, Tri-West seems to have a little bit more fire underneath in their bellies right now. And
well,
I'm sure that halftime.
He puts on this press to get them going a little bit. You know, you wish you'd just come out with it and get some energy right off the bat. But we can't not stop the ball. That's the one thing you said earlier is he's driving through the lane, easy dump off because we're not having anybody step up and stop him.
There's a nice pass from Chad to a back-cutting Ty Williams, and he is fouled, and he's going to be fouled by Tyler Watson, and that's going to be Watson's 3rd foul.
Bad pickup by Tyler there. He doesn't need to foul there.
And Watson has his 3rd foul, and Williams will be shooting 2. So soon to be checking in for Southmont will be Cole Roach, someone we have not seen yet. And Williams hits his first and gets on the board for the night. 42-41 Southmont, 5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. He gets the second one, and he will be taken out. Cole Roach, a 5'11 junior averaging 2 points a game, will check in. Didn't do a whole lot of research on him. I'm going to have to admit that, so let's see if I can remember his name.
The Roach kid or the one that went
Roach
out?
Yeah,
Roach.
Yeah. I got their starting 5 down, and then I got East.
Throw it down. Oh, my gosh. That's bad vision.
Here's Watson with it. He's going up with it again. And
there you go.
It. So Tyler Watson getting into a little rhythm here.
Quit worrying about it, Tyler. Get back and play defense.
We got a tie game. Here comes
the ball
by Van Slyke. He drives, gets away with a little push off to Roach in the corner to Howard. I just wanted to say his name so I can.
There you go.
There's Easter. Back to Howard.
That's
Howard drives baseline, steps back for a 3, and he got it. Justin Howard hits a 3.
I'm impressed with number 12. I think he's playing with a lot of, I want to say swagger. I mean, he's got the ball loose. Doesn't look tight. And for somebody that hasn't played in this game many years, playing with a lot of confidence.
I'm impressed with Southmont. They're playing well. Logan Blake throws it away. He tries to go down low to Kiefer, and he's got a little bit too much juice on that pass, it looked like. Substitutions for both teams checking in is Wimmer and Williams, replacing Roach, who got in for a minute or so. I remembered his name, and then he comes out. And Scheidler and Lucas Gooden checks in.
Doing a little offense-defensive switch there.
Here comes Southmont. Easter drives, kicks it out to Williams. Williams cut off by Gooden. Williams looking for something, and the ball gets taken away by Logan Blake. Blake drives, dribbles with his left hand, gets it to Kiefer, who's cut and throws it behind him, but Braden Van Slyke is there to get it. Here comes Lucas Gooden again. Gooden looking for somewhere to go, throws it out to Blake, almost threw it away, but Blake is able to recover. Here comes Blake, passes to Van Slyke for three.
Ooh, nice shot.
Braden Van Slyke knocks down the three on the assist from Logan Blake, and it's a tie ball game again. 3:33 remaining. Here comes Chad, and they break the pressure. They stop the ball that time.
Nice defense.
Nice defense, nice
Throw it
block
ahead.
on Wimmer by Fulton. Here comes Blake, pulls up from 15. It's long. Rebound to Howard, and he gets it to Chad, and Chad is pushing the ball up the court. He gets held up by Van Slyke, passes to Howard.
With the athleticism that Logan has, you just want to see him finish at the rim when he's on a break. He's just so good at being able to attack the bucket. He doesn't have to settle against some people for jump shots.
Here's Howard for three, and that's long.
Nice
and
rebound
by Van Slyke. And the fans wanted a foul. It looked like there was a foul, but he fell, and a part of that was Van Slyke looked at the ref kind of complaining like he was waiting for a foul instead of just playing.
Well, but if he throws it away there, he's throwing it right underneath his bucket. I don't mind taking the travel there if they're not going to call that. You'd rather them have to earn it, right, than give them just 2 points by throwing it back to him quickly.
That's a good point. And Howard with the floater over Lucas Gooden. Justin Howard, 11 points for the junior. Lone junior in the starting lineup, and a 2-point lead for Southmont again. Here's Gooden up top to Kiefer to Logan Blake. Blake, one dribble, pull up, and it's short. And Cam Chad with the rebound. No look pass to Howard. Howard goes up for it, blocked by the side of the backboard. And the rebound, Ty Williams. They've got him open. Howard's screaming for the ball, but he doesn't get it. And give it to Cam Chad, who buries his second three of the half. And Southmont has a 5-point lead. Braden Van Slyke in the corner.
Good duck.
Good
kick.
Fulton to Kiefer, back to Gooden, who's driving in the corner. Braden Van Slyke for three. That's short. And Howard with the rebound. Here comes Howard. He's got some numbers. Here comes Wimmer, spins, goes up with it, blocked by Sam Fulton, and Logan Blake gets it, and they're going to call Justin Howard with the foul on that one. Tyler Watson set to check back in for the Bruins.
We're not getting back on defense after we've missed a shot. Just that effort and intensity. You just want to see him get back and play. Now we are hustling to try to get blocks, but that's what's getting us in a little bit of foul trouble.
One team foul for each team in the first half, so a relatively well-played third quarter. As there's a minute and 50 seconds remaining. Logan Blake
go up
with the.
There's a good pass.
Logan passes to Kiefer. It's blocked
there
by
you
Howard.
go.
And was that Blake who put that in?
That was.
A little bit more than this.
Offensively, we're not doing it defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're still getting open looks. They're still able to drive to the bucket. We're not stepping up, taking a charge, or even stopping the ball. It doesn't even matter if you just stop the ball, foul someone.
And if we'll communicate, on that defensive end and really show and rotate, everybody's got to see the ball. We're the longer, more athletic team, and I haven't got to say that very much this season.
Yeah. Everyone on their team is 6 feet, 6'1", maybe 6'2", but I think 6'2" would probably be stretching it. This is kind of one of those games where you come out and things start going Southmont's way, and they're getting a little momentum, and they're carrying it over, and they're playing well, and they're hanging tough. Here's Wimmer with it, guarded by Gooden.
He drives. Off his knee.
And
there you
that's
go.
going to go off his knee. So nice defense there by Lucas Gooden, forcing the turnover, and Tri-West will take over with a minute and 8 left in the third
you'd wish
quarter.
they'd sub Tyler back in right there.
So they're just going to sit him out the rest of this quarter and say,
I
all
don't
right,
know.
you got 8 minutes to get us here. Blake with the crossover. He goes and he misses a shot. Fulton
Don't.
tries to get the rebound. He can't. It comes to Chad. Chad to Howard to Williams, who thought about the three, did not take it. Guarded by Fulton, and he gives it back to Chad. Chad being guarded by Braden Van Slyke to Scheidler. Scheidler left-handed dribble being guarded by Gooden. Here comes Howard. He drives.
Good hands.
Kind of dribbles into traffic.
Grab it.
And
Good.
Sam Fulton comes up with the loose ball. 30 seconds remaining. Here comes Logan Blake. Blake with it, crosses it over, guarded by Wimmer. And they're going to hold for the last shot, you would think. 20 seconds left.
Just make it a layup. I don't care what the shot is. There you go.
Here he comes. He's driving. He throws it off. That's a weird place. That's a tough position for a shot. And here comes Braden Van Slyke. 7 seconds remaining. Logan Blake, and they fouled him.
Well,
They
they
fouled
got
him
a couple
up
to
top, yeah.
give there. I don't know why they fouled, though. They don't have Tyler Watson in the game. Now you get to bring him back
Yeah,
in.
and here comes Watson coming in, and Bryce Miller coming in, a couple three-point shooters. So that is on Chad, and that's his first. So second team foul of the half. Only one for Tri-West. And 5 seconds remaining. Lucas Gooden to inbound. He's looking. Gets it into Logan Blake. Blake with it.
Good
finds
kick.
Bryce Miller for three. That's
short.
Yep. You could tell right when it left his hands. That one didn't draw anything. So, after 3 quarters, the score is Southmont 51, Tri-West 48 in a surprising game so far. Southmont's playing a pace that Tri-West would want, kind of getting up and down the court. Last week against Greencastle tried to slow it down, took a minute at a time for possessions, and Tri-West was able to force the pace. So was that a situation where maybe if you're playing against a team who wants that pace like that, then you're kind of playing in their hands, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, the way that they're playing up and down, I think their coach just said, just go out and play. We're not going to wait around and try to just hold, because if they wait too long, right, we're forcing them into position maybe we want, and we're getting out on the break. So they're playing their game. They're playing freely. They're not playing tight. They're doing a good job. We'll see if we can't step it up in this fourth. I mean, we got to win one.
Yep.
So if this is going to win one, this is the one to do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So 51-48, Southmont leads. Let's see what Tri-West can do. As Tyler Watson in that quarter really stepped up. He had 9 points. He has giving him 16 on the game, so he's still well below his scoring average of 24.6. But I would not bet against him getting that scoring average. You got it.
What's the average?
His
20
average
what?
is 24.6.
And what are we at?
Tyler's got 16.
Yeah, we're getting there.
You gotta ride your horse.
I'm calling it. We're getting there.
Yep. Here he goes. Watson right to the bucket, draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Justin Howard. That's going to be his second, and Tyler Watson will go to the line. 8 seconds into the fourth quarter, Tyler Watson went right to the bucket and will shoot 2 shots. So Watson trying to get it going for the Bruins to potentially bring them within 1. He hits the first. Tyler with 1 more. He eyes it, he tries it, and he buys it.
I like that. I like that.
Stealing from Don Fisher there, the legend. 51-50 Southmont. 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. Here's Chad. He drives. Nice pass down low to Scheidler, who misses the layup, and Bryce Miller with the rebound. Here comes Tyler Watson, and the Bruins have a chance to take the lead. Watson is going to the bucket. He goes to the
Good
bucket.
kick
gets
in the
cut
middle.
off,
There's a layup.
Finds Logan Blake. Goes
There
up with
you
his
go.
left hand, and he gets it. Logan Blake for 2, and Tri-West retakes the lead 52-51.
Now get
Let's
back.
see if they can get a stop here. Double team. There's a lot of contact there. They let it go, and Scheidler underneath goes up for a
Oh
layup,
my
and there's
gosh.
the contact and the foul. Patrick Scheidler on a play where Tri-West had the ball stopped near the out-of-bounds line. They let it go, kicked it across to Wimmer, who found Scheidler on a nice cut, and the foul on that play is on Sam Fulton.
Yeah, the worst thing there that happened was we let him kind of step through our double team
Yep.
and be able to get a pass away cleanly.
Scheidler misses it
That's
short.
over the back.
And Logan Blake the rebound, 53-52 Southmont. Here comes Blake. He dribbles it up for it, finds Kiefer. Kiefer stops, kicks it out to Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller flips it to Watson, who's driving, going up for it.
There
And
you
two,
go.
and he draws the foul on Scheidler in the other end. A little anything you can do, I can do better for Tyler Watson as he gives the Bruins a 1-point lead. Foul on that play is on Patrick Scheidler. That's going to be his second. And checking into the game is Braden Van Slyke for Bryce Miller. Tyler Watson at the line. He gets it. 5 points in the first minute of the fourth quarter, and he's got 21 on the game. Here they come, applying a little pressure now. Is this the 1-3-1?
Good
Nice
hands, Braden Van
play by
Slyke.
Braden Van Slyke with the block, and here comes Logan Blake. Blake finds Kiefer, goes up, stripped away by Wimmer, and
right
here
through
comes
his hands.
Williams. Ty Williams coming. He's got 1-on-4. He goes up for it, gets hammered in the head by Logan Blake, and Ty Williams will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Mounties. So a little chance to extend the lead. Williams with the steal. Williams brings it up, and Williams will go to the line, gets rewarded for his effort, takes 2. He took a good beating across the head on that one. He may be a little bit woozy.
That could be why he missed that first
Yeah,
one.
that was Logan thought he forgot he wasn't playing for you right now, and
That's okay. I thought he went after the ball. It's not like he
no,
went after
that
anything
wasn't
else.
that
so
wasn't a malicious
it was
play or
just a
anything.
good, hard
Yeah.
basketball play.
Yep, no, it wasn't anything malicious at all. 55-54, Tri-West, 6:38 remaining in the ball game. Tyler Watson up top, drives, fakes, passes it down low to Sam Fulton. Nice play, misses it, but it's
Nice
rebounded
job.
by Jared Kiefer. Gets his first bucket of the second half. Tri-West with a 3-point lead.
Great look, though. Great look inside. Great job by Jared getting up off the board quickly.
Let's see what the Bruins can do here as they've gone
Trap
to a
hard.
1-3-1.
God, it's too loose. You're letting them just see over the defense. Nice tip. God,
And
such
a
good
block
length.
there by Braden Van Slyke, and the Bruins are bringing it up again. A chance to extend their lead. Coach Bontrager wants him to attack. Here's Watson for 3.
There
He
you
got
go.
it. Tyler Watson for 3. He's got 24-8 in the fourth quarter, just at his
There he
average. And
is.
Watson with
There
a
he
steal.
is. He knew he was playing
Watson
that play.
goes up for it. 2-26. He's got his average, just like we said, and just like that, the Bruins have an 8-point lead.
I told you they've played
Wow.
together before. He kind of knew
Yep.
that little settle-in cross behind the back was coming. He got a nice, easy 2 off of it.
Full timeout for Southmont. That's their second. And in a little over 2 minutes, Tri-West has gone from being down. What were they down? Were they down 1?
Down 3 at
down,
the quarter.
down 3 to up 8. So a quick little 11-0 spurt, or 14-3 spurt.
Yeah, what were they down? 53-50 or?
Yeah, so let's go with that. I'm just saying it was 14-3 spurt, and I'm calling it at that.
I like that.
Because no one else is here to correct me.
Well, let's see. Tyler has 8. Kiefer got the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Logan's had 2.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 12. We missing 2 anywhere else in there?
Yeah, Watson has. Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
So 12 to 1 run, I
12
think.
to 1 because he hit the
He
free
had the free throw.
That's right. That makes sense. That's
There
11.
we go.
There
That's
we go.
11. There we are.
That's math.
We got it.
Math teacher. It's a good thing we got a math teacher up here. I sure don't know it. All right, Tri-West rolling out with Watson, Fulton, Van Slyke, Kiefer, and Blake. Southmont rolling out with Wimmer, Williams, Howard, Chad, and Scheidler. Both teams rolling out with their starting 5. 5:48 remaining. Tri-West with an 8-point lead after a quick 12-1 spurt to start the fourth quarter.
Don't let him
Bruins
switch you here.
pressure. Here's Scheidler in the corner to Howard. Howard
There you go. Good trap.
is trapped
Good job,
and taken
Braden.
away by Braden Van Slyke. Coach Sparks wants a foul. He's not going to get it. And here comes Tri-West, and
Oh.
he throws it away. Howard up to
There
Wimmer,
you
and
go.
he threw it away. So
Gave it
a lucky
right
break
back.
for the Bruins as Wimmer was kind of back, and he thought he was going to get an open layup, but it was thrown a little bit too far in front of him.
Yeah, good look by Tyler. Just really late. Logan said throw it near the rim. He'll go get it next time.
Here's Tyler Watson. Watson with it. Screen for Fulton. Watson for 3. He got it. Tyler Watson making up for lost time in this half. And the Bruins have an 11-point lead. And Watson's going to get called for a foul. That's his
not
fourth.
one we want.
If that is on Watson, which I'm
That's gotta be on
assuming
him.
it is. Yep, that is on Watson, so that's his fourth. He's got to watch it. 5 minutes remaining, 11-point Tri-West lead. 14-1 run to start this quarter. Howard for three, and that's short. And the shots that were falling for them earlier and have fallen for them all game are not going for them anymore. The pressure that Tri-West
Oh, that's a late pass.
has really been good this quarter. Here comes
It's the right look, just late.
Chad guarded by Kiefer in the corner to
Good
Howard.
block
and it is
again.
blocked into the stands by Braden Van Slyke, and even Howard liked that one. He gave a little high five as he was walking by.
And he said, well, that's the third one in a row that you've gotten, so I guess we'll
nice
give you a high
block,
five on the
Braden.
third one.
Here's Chad for a long three, and that's
Run,
long.
run.
And
Oh,
Kiefer
my
with
gosh,
it. He
he's got
turned
to
the
look
other
up.
way. He had Watson wide open. So he turned the wrong way with it. If he would have turned up court, he had Watson.
He's
running
more than
free.
capable of handling the ball.
Yeah.
He's got to look to attack
Yeah.
there. It's 2-on-1.
Watson
That's
with
a
it. He's
travel.
coming up with it. Watson throws it up left-handed. He misses, and here comes Howard. No call. Southmont won a foul call. Howard misses the layup.
Look up. Good. There you
Kiefer
go.
finds Watson, and Watson's going to the bucket. He passes to Van Slyke, who stops, misses the shot, and here's Scheidler, but he steps out of bounds.
You know, it's not a terrible pass, but
yeah.
Van Slyke's thinking,
Yeah.
Watson's going up with
Yep.
it. I need to be there on the rebound.
Yeah.
So he's not ready or in a position to get the ball. Let Tyler take that one up. Van Slyke's there to get your rebound if you miss, which I don't think you're doing it that
Right.
close.
Here's Watson at the free throw line. He got it. Watson's got 31 points. He's got 24 here in the second half. So he's really stepped up his
There's
game.
another one. Oh.
And on the other end, Patrick Scheidler draws the foul on Braden Van Slyke. A lot of ball, but I think he got some body, so that's what the official calls on that one. That is Van Slyke's third, and Scheidler will go to the line
Man,
shooting two.
They got him written down for one. Where are we missing
They're-
fouls
they're,
at?
They're wrong.
They're wrong.
I'm just saying that he's got two.
I know he's got more than one.
Yeah. So checking into the game for Southmont is going to be Cody Easter, number 22. He replaces Ty Williams. Scheidler with one more free throw. And he misses long. Rebound comes up
There
to
you go.
Wimmer.
No.
So it's going to be, they say it's Alpha on Tri-West. Here comes Lucas Gooden checking into the game. So Southmont will retain possession of that one. Bringing a little offense-defense substitution maybe as Tyler Watson comes off after a great start to this fourth quarter to really
See
get
the ball.
have the Bruins pull away.
Get that.
Here's Cody Easter, guarded by Kiefer. Gets it to Scheidler in the corner to
There's a
Howard
kick.
up top
Hand.
to Chad. Here's Wimmer to Howard for three. Got it. Justin Howard hits the three. And
They
it's
needed
a
that, didn't they?
60s, they did. 67-58 Tri-West lead with 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. See if the Bruins can get something here without Watson. Here comes Logan Blake. He goes to his left, kicks it out to Gooden. Gooden drives back to Kiefer. Kiefer with the pump fake, driving to the lane, kind of throws it
man.
up over his shoulder. No call. And
Lot of
Cam
arm.
Chad bringing it up court. So Southmont can cut into this lead a little bit more. Let's see what they can do. Back to Howard, who's going to try another three, and that's going to be
Good
long.
rebound.
And a rebound to Braden Van Slyke.
Oh.
And we got a timeout here by Coach Baumtrigger. That's a 30-second timeout. That's their second, and Tyler Watson's going to be checking back in the game. So I'm assuming that was the purpose of that 30-second timeout, was to get Tyler back in the game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either.
Okay.
Yeah, so that 30-second timeout brought to you by Evian Water. Evian Water for all your local water needs. I mean, Aquafina water.
Aquafina.
Aquafina.
We're not an Evian.
30-second timeout sponsored by Aquafina. Pure water, pure taste. Aquafina. So what do you think about the game on Sunday? I'd say what it's called, but we're not allowed to, right? What do you think about the big game on Sunday? Who you got winning?
Well, last time they played, the story was the Patriots had the Eagles playbook.
Yeah.
So the defensive playbook, right? So Tom
Yep.
Brady knew exactly when blitzes were coming. So we'll see if it's the same way it's coming this Saturday, Sunday.
We'll see.
Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Sunday, yeah. Maybe, no, I was going to say maybe Saturday somewhere, but I don't think it is. I don't think that's how that works, is it? I don't know. Anyway, back to basketball at Liston, Indiana. Here comes Logan Blake. to Watson, who's had the hot hand in the second half. Drives right by Chad, goes up for the layup, avoids contact, and goes in for two.
You know, the one thing is they haven't had Chad on Watson the whole game because he can't guard him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just showed
drove,
right there.
Yeah, he drove right by there. He drove right by him, went to the bucket.
Nice
did a
hands
nice
by
job,
Kiefer.
and that's why you got him at the top. You got 6'3", your 6'3" forward who can dribble like that, is active, steals it, and Tri-West is pulling away here a little bit. And I think they've about got this one in hand. 71-58. Here's Easter in the corner to Howard for three, and Howard gets another three. He's hit three of them here in the
They're
second
within
half.
10 unless we're keeping the wrong score.
Which we could be.
Which we could be.
Apparently we have everything else wrong. Logan Blake up top. Blake drives in the corner to Watson. Watson's going to work, drives.
Nice pass.
to
Good
Sam
dump
Fulton.
off to Sam Fulton. Long pass
Tri-West
ahead.
73, Southmont 61, 133
Oh.
remaining. Here's Scheidler for three, and that's short, and Logan Blake takes the rebound away from Jared Kiefer, and he's bringing it up. And I think they're going to start fouling, and that foul is going to be on Cody Easter. It's going to be his his first, and that's the team's fifth. So they've still got a couple left to give. 73-61, Tri-West, 123 remaining.
We start that chant awfully early all the time. You know, we said that at Danville, and I think they almost tied it.
Yeah. We started that, and then they made a run, so hopefully that doesn't happen tonight.
That's good.
There's Watson for three.
That's good.
Tyler Watson has
Big fourth quarter.
29 points in the second half. He's got 36 points for the game. He came
I
in
told
the
you.
halftime.
He had 16 going into the fourth.
Yeah. He's got 20 points here in the fourth quarter. And
Let's
he
see if we
is
can find him again. I would find him.
foul on that play on Justin Howard. That's going to be his third, team's sixth. 48.4 seconds remaining. Tri-West leads 76-64 in a game that was. You're going to read the score in the paper tomorrow, and you're going to see Tri-West wins by 12, 13, 11, however much they end up winning by. And you're say, okay, Bruins handled Southmont. That does not tell the story of this game at all.
No, they played hard. They were aggressive. They hit some shots. You know, we're down 3 going into the fourth quarter, but Tyler Watson decided to just say, "Hey, we're gonna win this one."
Player on the court. So that foul is going to be on Justin Howard. That's his fourth, and Logan Blake will go to the line now and shoot 1-1. 24 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
And I think it's safe to say this one is over.
I don't see him coming back from this one, but
Logan Blake hits a free throw, giving him 9 points on the night and extending the Tri-West lead to 13. Watson's second one is also good. And Tri-West has a 14-point lead with 20 seconds remaining. Chad goes up for it, and he gets 2. Cam Chad has 18 points on the night, but it is not going to be enough as Logan Blake brings the ball across, and he's going to dribble it out. And that's going to be the final. The final score, Tri-West 78, Southmont 66 in a fantastic
finish to the Bruins
for
night.
the Bruins. 3 quarters, Southmont played Tri-West, the number 2 team in 3A in the state, to basically an even game. I mean,
Yeah.
Southmont was up by 3 going in the fourth quarter, and Tri-West just put it on, outscored them by 15 points, and you can see the disappointment on the Southmont players' face.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that they ran out of gas or we just decided to actually rev the engine up a little bit. We got some easy buckets. We got Tyler going, got out in transition, and made some defensive stops. Braden Van Slyke, what do you have, 3 or 4 blocks there in that fourth quarter on just closeouts with a hand high. Good rebounds. Nice job in transition by us. Doing the things we should have been doing all game. We just finally took advantage of them.
Yep. Yeah, good effort there in the fourth quarter by the Bruins. They were aggressive. They attacked. They were ready to play in the fourth quarter, and you know, it was kind of a dicey situation there for a second, but they were able to come through and get the victory, 78 to 66. Final stats for the night: Southmont, led by Justin Howard with 20 points. Cam Chad had 18. Patrick Scheidler with 17 points. Cole Wimmer with 8. Ty Williams with 3. Cole Roach, Cody Easter both played but did not score. For the Bruins, they are led by Tyler Watson's 36 points. 29 of those came in the second half, and 20 of those came in the fourth quarter.
He turned it on in the fourth, that's for sure. We needed him to.
Jared Kiefer had 14 points. He had 10 of those in the first half, so he was the one kind of keeping them in the game.
Yeah, Kiefer and Sam Wright, 10 and 9 in the first half. I thought that they did a great job, keeping that bridge alive for us, making sure it was close, and taking what the defense gave us.
Yep. 13 points for Sam Fulton, 10 points for Logan Blake, 3 points for Braden Van Slyke, 2 points for Bryce Miller. Luke Robertson, Lucas Gooden both played but did not score. So that is it. Tri-West will play again next Friday. They will host Crawfordsville in what should be a very interesting and intense matchup for Sagamore in the Sagamore Athletic Conference.
Yep. Good luck goes out to our girls basketball program. They play Beech Grove tomorrow night for their sectional opening night for them. Beech Grove coming off a big win against Heron, I believe. Does that sound correct?
That is correct. That is correct. So good luck to the ladies.
Good luck to the Lady Bruins tomorrow night.
Coach Bagley. So that's going to do it from Tri-West High School in beautiful Liston, Indiana, where the Tri-West Bruins move to 14-2 on the season and defeat Southmont 78-66. For Tyler Bruce, I am Brian Powers saying good night.